And joining us now here on the Rich Eisen Show, however, is a member of the Minnesota Timberwolves, the NBA's best team at 16-4. Look who's joining us right now, Mike Conley Jr. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you.
Hey.
Doing well, thank you.
Good to see you. So let me just jump right in about this NBA in-season tournament. It just feels as if the players were into it from jump. What would you say about that, Mike?
Yeah, I think it was accepted across the league. I think it was something fresh, something new. Gave us all something to kind of push for, fight for early in the season, and I think it's been really good for the fans. You come in and it's set up kind of like a playoff atmosphere, and you're just not used to that being in November, December games. So it's been good.
Did you have to take some time to get used to the floor, Mike?
Yeah, for sure. I don't think I've played on too many floors like that colorful, and
right.
The lines are a little funky. It's a couple of times I almost stepped out of bounds, running the sideline. Just not accustomed to that kind of.
My question would be did you think you're in the middle of the court thinking you're stepping out of bounds? You're like, wait a minute, I don't think I was anywhere near the end line here. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it was a little crazy, and you kind of had to look down and double check sometimes where you're at, but we got used to it.
So why do you think the players bought in on the NBA in-season tournament?
Well, I think obviously people talk about the money, the teams, that will be rewarded to the teams if you win it or just make it to Vegas, and but I think just we're all competitors at the end of the day. We're all pros, but we all want to win something. And having another thing to strive for, to call yourself an in-season tournament champion, and guys across the team get paid a certain amount. It's all a competition and love for the game. So I think that's why it's been accepted so well by the players, and that's why you're getting the kind of effort you're getting from the guys.
Right, and obviously, while that's going on, you're going through the rest of your regular season schedule right now, having just beaten the Spurs last night to go 16-4. What is clicking for your team this year, Mike?
I think number one is our defense. We've been trying to make that our identity from day one, and a big part of that's been Rudy. Gobert's been awesome, and Ant's been playing like a superstar all year. Cat, Jaden McDaniels, when he's been out there healthy, we've got a really deep roster of guys, a lot of talent that play both ends of the floor, and our chemistry has gotten a lot better since I got here last year. Just the few months I was here last year, I got to know the guys a little bit better. So having a full season to start the season with them has been good, and we're just trying to win one game at a time right now, and right now we're doing that.
What's your favorite Anthony Edwards story, Mike? What is it? You got to look around, huh?
Yeah, I gotta look around. I gotta make sure who's in the building. Ant's unique. He's a unique guy, man. He's a funny dude on and off the court. I think the one that happens probably every game is that he gets double teamed a lot, triple teamed sometimes, and he'll go and he'll still shoot a shot like a fadeaway or something like that, and he'll miss it, or maybe he'll get knocked out of bounds. He'll come over to me and be like, "Man, I probably should have stepped back with my left foot on that one and shot it that way, huh?" I was like, "Nah, you probably should have passed it." You know what I'm saying? So just try to get him to understand certain things. But he's like that. He's such an energetic guy. He's all about being aggressive and scoring, and just real fun dude.
Is it true he's given you a nickname you don't appreciate?
Yeah, they call me Bite here for some reason, man. And he was talking after the game interview and just made it up on the spot. Said he'd been calling me that for weeks, and I'd never heard it before that day. So now I hear it when I walk into any arena, on the road. I hear Bite coming from the fans. I'm like, no, this
Bite. Why is it Bite, Mike? Why is that?
I would ask you this. You and I have the same question. I have no idea where that came from. It has nothing to do with me. I hadn't, it's nothing to do with I don't bite things. I don't growl or anything. It's nothing I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, you're a 36-year-old man. You're a vet, man. I mean, you're in your 16th NBA season, right? No, it's eight. What season are you in?
17, man.
17. So you don't need this nonsense, Mike. You're an
No,
OG. You know what I
no,
mean? What's happening?
I'm cool with like Unc and OG and like all that stuff that
Right.
signifies like, just the stature that you're at. Bite feels like I'm talking to my kids. So like it's a little funky.
Well, I mean, Anthony Edwards does strike me as a child. You know what I mean? Like he's just a man child, obviously. I mean,
Yes.
how good can he be? I mean, obviously you've been around and you've seen greatness. Like how good do you think he can be, Mike?
Man, I honestly think he could be one of the best players in our league, if not the best player in our league at some point in his career. I mean, the thing that I think sets him apart, one is his ability, to take over games on both ends of the floor. Like he's probably one of the better defenders I've ever seen on the ball, and he's not afraid to guard your best player, the superstar on the other team, and that's not common today. And so to see that kind of competitiveness from him, and then like I said, offensively, like he's not afraid to shoot over 1, 2, 3 guys. Like he wants to live and die by his way. He doesn't want to go out any other way than him having the ball and making sure that he gave our team the best chance to win. And those are what those great guys have, is that killer instinct down late in the games, and he's kind of got all that.
Speaking of taking over games late, Mike Conley Jr., is it true also that you occasionally, to deliver important information to the team during a timeout late, when it's particularly intense, wind up sitting in the coach's chair? Do you do that, Mike? Is that true too?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
The funny part about that, I just realized I did that probably about a week ago. I think Jaden McDaniels told me, he's like, man, you realize every time we start messing up and it's late, like you go sit in the coach's chair and like grill us. I was like, nah, I didn't know that. And I started looking back, and I'm like, every other game I'm in the coach's seat. I'm probably just blacking out at the time, not even thinking about it, but I'm in the coach's seat, like grabbing guys' jerseys, like telling them what to do. And so yeah, that's my thing, I guess, now is when push comes to shove, I gotta put my coach's hat on.
So what does Coach have to say about that?
I think coach appreciates it. He sits back there and waits for me to leave. He gives me my time, and then he gets to do what he does.
So he's never like tapped you on the shoulder, going, "Hey, that's my seat you're in." He hasn't done that. He hasn't done that.
He has, and I kind of brush him off like this, like, hold on, I got to give me 10 more seconds, and then let him do his job.
All right. Very good. Mike Conley Jr. here on the Rich Eisen Show. A few more minutes left with the guard of the 16-4 Minnesota Timberwolves. So, how has the league changed from when you came in?
Man, one, it's a lot faster. I think when I first came in, it was a lot more post-up, half-court sets. You had a lot of, guards that posted up, big guards, the Chauncey Billups, the Baron Davis, like guys who were just physically bigger. Now it's like, long, skinny, athletic, wings and guards and kind of people who can play every position. And the three-pointer obviously has, changed the game, what Steph has brought to the league. And the analytics portion of the league, like it's made the game faster, more spacing. The rules defensively changed where, it's a little bit less physical. So, it's a little bit more of an advantage for the offense. And so there's a lot more points being scored. So it's just a little different league, different pace, and you've had to adjust over the years.
And some rookies wind up being 7'4", like the one you saw last night, right, Mike? Pretty much.
Yeah, and then you run up on the victors of the world. There's many of them.
Was that the first time you've eyeballed Wembanyama yourself?
Second. We played him about a month ago, and I went home just as impressed as I was the first time. I was like, man, I haven't seen anybody like that before, and some of the stuff he can do is pretty amazing.
So did you I wasn't able to catch last night's game in its entirety. Did you challenge him at any point in time last night, Mike? Did that happen?
So I had an opportunity.
Yes.
And I turned it over because I took one dribble and I was like, yeah, I'm about to just float this to the moon and just make this bucket over him. And then he kind of like faked me. I tried to throw a pass instead, and he stayed on the ground and stole it. And I was like, man, that don't happen often. He kind of just completely took me out of my game.
Was there any point where Gobert pulled the team together saying, we're not going to let this kid be the best French guy on the floor tonight? Did that happen at any point in time? last night, Mike?
Not verbally, but you could tell by the way he approached the game and during the game, it meant a lot to him.
It did, huh? How about that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's it's like his guy. So he's so I don't want to lose to my guy.
Okay. Did he trash talk him in French? Did you overhear anything like that?
No, I didn't hear anything like that, man. Rudy was he was pretty locked in. I'm sure he was. I mean, if he did, I wouldn't have understood it anyway. He was just out there doing his thing.
Last one for you, Mike. What could have been for your college teammate Greg Oden. I just want to give you the floor on that. How good he was and what could have been with him.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Man, I probably think about it more than anybody, but it was just such an opportunity to be around a guy like that and see, somebody who has so much potential and in a league that has changed so much. I think he would have adapted really well throughout his career. I think he'd still be playing at a very high level because of his athleticism, his ability to, finish and soft touch with both hands. And he was a team guy, and you don't find too many of those bigs that can do all those things. And just wish that he would have had that opportunity and stayed healthy enough because, when he was healthy, he was a force. And there'd be a lot, who knows, the history books might be, rewritten a little bit, and he could have been a part of some great teams.
How did a guy from Indianapolis wind up there? How did that happen for you?
Oh man, honestly, it was our last college visit. I had visited Wake Forest right before that, like a week before, and I was like, yeah, I'm committing to Wake Forest. I'm gone, like there's no question. And my dad was like, man, just take one more visit. You and Greg and Daquan Cook's already there. You should go visit Ohio State just to do it. You and Thad might have a great relationship. So I was like, all right, I'll just go just to go. I went there. We went to a Saturday night football game. They played Texas. I think it was Vince Young or who was quarterback at the time, but massive game. I saw all those fans and people, and like the city just shut down. I was like, man, this is a college. Like, this is crazy. So like, from that point, I was like, I want to come. I want to be a Buckeye and experience this every weekend and make this basketball program something special.
Okay, I hear you. So you do follow college football then, right, Mike? You follow college football?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Has anybody made you aware of where I went to school prior to this conversation, Mike?
I hope it's not the school I'm thinking of.
Well, I mean, you could say
Mike.
the word, Mike. You could say the word. You could.
I really can't.
Come on.
I can let you say the word, but I have an idea of where you went to school now.
Listen, the first letter in the city that you wear frequently, sometimes on the chest, you can say the letter M when you're talking. It's not the Minnesota Timberwolves when you mention it to other people. Like, which team do you play for? Oh, I play for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Really?
I just say I play for the Wolves. I don't even.
Oh, the Wolves.
Yeah,
well, that's
Wolves.
Close. So you can say the word even Wolves. You can
Yeah, I
start
can
with
say the Wolves.
Wolf.
I can't even finish it though. No. Can't do that.
I mean, you're not Ike Conley Jr., right? When you sign your checks.
I am. It depends on the conversation. Right now, that doesn't. I'm Ike Conley. I'm an Minnesota Timberwolves. Like, I'm all that.
Funny.
All right, Mike. Good to see you. Let's do this on the regular some more. Congrats on the great 20-game start. Obviously, it's a marathon. We appreciate the time. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Y'all be good.
You bet. That's Ike Conley Jr. So I'm trying to be respectful right here on the Rich Eisen Show.
That was awesome.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.